it's Andrea here, and I have a special guest with me.
Good evening, my name's Rob.
Rob is my brother in law, and I'm really excited because today we are going to do a tarot card reading. And, Rob, what kind of reading would you like for us to do today?
I'm curious about my love life and seeing where that's going.
Excellent. Okay, so we are going to do a love card reading for Rob, and I'm still in the process of learning tarot, so we have the help of my handy dandy book here, and it is the Creative Tarot by Jessa Crispin. Alright, so love reading. I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I just infuse positive intention within them. So I'm going to do 3 cards. It'll be a 3-card spread. Okay. So the first card that I have here is the Queen of Wands.
Is that good? Is that good for me?
Yes. That looks really good. And then the second card is the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Coins. And the third card, so these cards were reversed, including this card. So they were actually all reversed. So it is the Tower reversed. So
Should I be worried about the flames on the tower there?
I don't think so, because this was reversal card. And so we're going to look into some of the meanings here.
Great.
Okay, so let's look into the Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay, so this is what the book says, Rob. The Queen of Wands is a person of passion, but in the mode of receptivity. The queen does not go out hunting for what she wants. She waits for what she wants to come to her. She is a figure of seduction. Interesting.
I definitely see a lot of that in myself.
So, it's really interesting. Desire is the key to the Queen of Wands. If she wants something, she draws it into her life. Interesting. Okay. So it is not about taking, it is about receiving. Okay, so this is my interpretation of the card based on the initial reading. So the Queen of Wands was reversed. Now, so that means in this position, so it has a little bit of a different meaning. In my interpretation is if for love to go after, since the initial up card reading was receptive, the reverse card will be to take action.
I always say it's better to give than to receive.
Sounds good. Alright, so we'll set that one down, and then we are going to move on to the 4 of Pentacles. So this card was also reversed. 4 we have here. 4 of Coins. The 4 of Coins is security. But security is often won by shutting out freedom, and that is a trade-off that this card asks you to consider. The figure can appear to be a little paranoid, clinging to all of his possessions in fear that they will be taken away. But it can also be interpreted as having a sense of order and control over one's belongings. So this is a card that involves structure structure and security. Now remember, this card was in the reversed position. So it was like that as I read it. So it's about structure, security, and a little rigidity as well.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So after doing my initial reading, again, this card is in the reverse mode. I believe my interpretation is that maybe to go outside the lines a little bit. Maybe to do things a little bit differently. Maybe going outside of your comfort zone.
Well, this is the first time I've left the house in some time, so taking the right steps, right?
Yes. So far we have definitely a reading of adventure and exploration. So Queen of Wands, again, reversed. So taking action. Four of Coins, reversed, which I take to mean doing something a little different outside of your comfort zone. So that's definitely like an adventurous reading so far.
Okay. I wonder what you have to say about the tower.
Okay, let's look into the tower. So 10, 16. Okay, so let's see. So the final card that we have here is the tower, and this card is reversed. So you can see the imagery. So it is a tower. In the upright position, you can see there are flames, there's of course a tower, and there are people alongside of it. So it's a pretty intense card, and it is in the reversed position. Let's see. I think I'm getting close. Okay, so the book says that a tower hit by lightning or perhaps simply on fire is nearing collapse, and two figures fall from the top of the tower to the ground below. The tower in the upright position is destruction that comes from the inside. It is a shaking calamity. What you have built up, the tower takes down. Okay, so I'm just reading quickly to see what I find. Okay, so this, you have to know, remember, is in the reversed position. So again, it has a slightly different meaning, and we take that to be the meaning of rebuilding something, which actually can be liberating. So it's not a scary card. It's not a scary card. If you just draw this card, you should not be frightened by its very strong imagery. How do you feel about that?
Well, I have to admit, I was a little afraid at first, but I'm feeling better now.
Okay, good. So this really means the end of the old and the beginning of the new, and a completely new turnabout. Can you see what that means for you in terms of relationships?
Well, I've been single for a couple years now, so, maybe it's time to change that.
Ladies, he's single. Comment below. Okay, perfect. Well, I certainly see a card, a reading of exploration, newness, taking action, moving forward, and something completely new. So it looks like you have the freedom to really move forward in a new way. How does that make you feel?
Optimistic.
Okay, awesome. Is there anything that you would like to add? Any interpretation that you have that you would like to add to this reading?
I noticed that when you mentioned structure, yeah, I definitely get a little attached to my possessions, so maybe I have to realize, I can't control everything, and maybe sometimes it's better to let go.
Yes, that's awesome. That's a really good intuitive response that you picked up on about yourself. Awesome. Well, perfect. So this is Rob's love reading. If you have any insights, if you're familiar with tarot, if If you're learning about tarot, please comment in the comment section below on your interpretation of these cards, of this reading. Again, all of these cards were in the reversed position. So thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you, Rob.
Yeah, thank you, Andrea, for taking the time to give me a good reading like that.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Take care.